Welcome to the 2025 Sun City Garden Tour. Artist Claude Monet said, "My garden is my most beautiful masterpiece." And all around Sun City, we have beautiful landscape masterpieces. Thanks to our Sun City Avant Gardeners Club, we feature 5 beautiful gardens for you to enjoy and be inspired by to create your own garden masterpiece. It's true that Lisa and Andrew Robinson started from the ground up in their new home's garden. Lisa started first with removal of the challenging native soil and replacing it with countless loads of organic plant mix. As former beekeepers, the Robinsons planned a pollinator garden. Using the Sun City Butterfly and Hummingbird Garden for inspiration, this garden includes salvias, flame vines, milkweed, and other plants. The result is, as Lisa says, "My garden is a haven for God's little creatures and for the homeowners."
I grew up in rural West Michigan, surrounded by flowers. My mother grew flowers. We had pastures and fields full of wildflowers. We even used them as landmarks for playing. We'd climb the tree by the marsh marigolds or meet up by the Dutchman's breeches. So I've always had flowers in my life, and I can't imagine not gardening for flowers. I love living here on the north side because I've got plenty of sunshine. I grow mainly for pollinators, bees and hummingbirds, butterflies, and I do it for the color, for the interest. I can't imagine a world without flowers. This is Gora. It attracts bumblebees a lot. This is Agastache, a special yellow kind. As you can see, the bumblebees love that too. Honeybees will come to that as well. I've got more salvia around here. The hummingbirds go crazy for salvia, so do I. I've got honeysuckle on the arbor, again, a hummingbird favorite. Some red salvias, some gardenias. Over here we've got spire salvia, again, another bumblebee favorite. This is scarlet pineapple sage. I got this from the Hummingbird Garden. I volunteer at the Hummingbird Garden. It's a great way to learn about plants. Hummingbird favorite again. Can you tell I have a theme here? Bumblebees, honeybees. The butterflies aren't quite out yet. It's a little early in the morning for them, but they'll be out back. They love these butterfly bushes. These come back every year. They get bigger and bigger, but these are the dwarf kind. They're called a pugster dwarf blue butterfly bush.
As part of a token of our appreciation, the steering committee always presents, or has in the last several years, presented a gift basket to the homeowners, and also a sign, which is in here, very nicely wrapped. It's a beautiful slate embossed Avant Gardeners Club 2025 tour. Garden of Distinction. So, Lisa, my friend.
Jerry and Kay Larson launched their landscape design as a departure from their previous Ohio landscape. While driving through Sun City neighborhoods, they were inspired by the many verdant gardens in our community. The Larsons succeeded in their interpretation of low country landscaping with their front yard. It features an open design with a spiraled flower bed resembling a hurricane, lavishly filled with pinto palms, ground palms, and foxtail ferns.
Okay, good morning. My name's Jerry Larson, and we moved here 9 years ago from Cincinnati, where I had a really nice garden. We had the standard Pulte landscaping of the bushes over here on the right, and the verbena, and then the purple bushes, a scraggly little live oak, and a crepe myrtle who was really caught in a corner.
Over at Nancy and Michael Morrison's garden, an eclectic theme prevails. Setting aside those northern garden traditions from her previous Ohio residence, Nancy describes her Sun City landscape as a garden of trial and error. Oh, there's no mistaking that her choice of plants like Varfugiums and variegated ginger are winners. As a true gardener many can relate to, Nancy says her garden is a work in progress since she hasn't owned every plant available, but she'll keep trying.
Welcome to my garden. As you can see, I love flowers. I love all different kinds of flowers. So there's no rhyme or reason to my garden. I buy a plant and I plant it where I think it's going to work. My husband, we call him the reluctant gardener because he has been helping me this spring getting ready for this tour, and he cannot wait till this is over. And I have been working every single day, probably 6 hours a day. And then I have to come back out at night and spray so the deer and the armadillo and the rabbits won't destroy the garden. On Tuesday, after the garden tour, I don't care what they eat, I'm going to put a napkin and forks and knives out here for them.
Hello, my name is Mike Morrison. My wife Nancy Morrison is on the garden tour with her garden this year. And part of what we have on the tour this year are some of the things that I have built for her garden tour. I enjoy working with wood, specifically pallet wood. So these are some of the things that I have built for her garden here at our house. I built her potting bench here, as you can see, which she uses pretty much every single day. And then if we turn around toward our patio area here, I have built a little table for the back patio here. And then I've also built a little potting stand where she can put some of her flowered pots at. So these are just some of the small things that we've built for the garden area here.
Dave Lemon and Sherry Lee designed their garden for year-round color that is visible from the house while maintaining a clear view of the lagoon. Features include a hardscape for outdoor living and elevated planters. The abundance of over 300 plants features daylilies, local favorites, and tropicals. Beauty to be seen inside and out.
Hello. I talk a little bit about what the garden means to me. We came here in 2014, and one of the things we wanted was a garden that would surround our house with, and so that's what we've created. In addition to which, it's been kind of a lifesaver in terms of our health and our mental attitude. My grandfather was a gardener, and he was a happy man all his life. And I thought if I could do that in retirement, it'd be great. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys it. We love it every day. So, you want to add anything?
I don't think we need to. He is a designer. And so I can sit at the kitchen table and he'll say, we're going to go out and get some different flowers today. And we're going to move about 15 of them around. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just go along. So he enjoys that part of it, particularly. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. You share all that. Claudia and A.J. Hill's garden is what most Sun City gardeners dream of. It's a harmonious blend of beauty and deer resistance. This garden oasis features variegated gingers, philodendrons, oleanders, palm salvias, succulents, and more. Adding landscape flavor are a fruit-producing pomegranate tree and an orange tree.
We started this garden because we love beautiful plants, and we wanted to supply a place for the birds, the butterflies, the bees, and to make sure that we enjoyed nature as much as nature enjoyed being here. We started kind of fresh because it didn't have a lot to begin with, and we wanted to enjoy what South Carolina offers, the palm trees, the crepe myrtles, and a lot of color. We started in stages, and we just moved backwards towards the woods. We cleared some of the woods so we could enjoy that, and we just proceeded to plant. We moved things around a lot and found a happy home. And what worked, worked, and what didn't, died. We had to try a lot, but this is what we came up with. We enjoy a lot of the plants. The ones right behind us we enjoy the most, and hopefully everybody else does.
During the garden tour, attendees and ticket holders can stop in for light refreshments and enjoy a refreshing look at floral designs created by Avant gardeners. And when we talk about our ticket holders, let's mention that there are 500 tour people out there today. This was a sold-out event for our Avant gardeners. Congratulations to Debbie Height and Dolly Haddon, the co-chairs of this event. Very successful. Dorothy, you are in charge of our Creating Floral Designs SIG for the Avant gardeners. And it looks like you've stimulated some of your membership to come over here and help give us these beautiful looks on the table.
Yes, their assignment was breakfast tray for special occasion. And Judy did a lovely welcome tray for a house guest, which is outstanding. She even put a few treats on the tray. Judy is very creative. And this beautiful setup is from Elaine Powers, who grows these amazing hydrangeas in her yard and just did a colorful welcome to my home display for breakfast.
This is coming out to be, we've already seen gardens, so we've got beauty inside and out.
We do. We want to inspire and show off our talents and our garden.
Dorothy, this one just gets all the cuteness. All the
Isn't it
cuteness.
Precious, just absolutely precious. It's a Beatrix powder breakfast tray for a child, and that's from Joan Wan, and it's just so sweet, and the colors are spring.
It is adorable. What clever creativity. Yes. And, you've got them all going.
Stunning place setting and idea. Grumpy Gardener breakfast is just adorable. This is from Sue Izzo. Sue is always very nervous about what she does, but when it's finished, it's clever and just outstanding. So thank you, Sue, for the Grumpy Gardener.
I think we should send this in. The Grumpy Gardener is the star of Southern Living magazine that we all live and die by. And he's just famous for his grumpiness, but good advice and practical. We love him.
Well, I guess I have to take the bow on this one. This one is mine, and it's happy anniversary. And it's just a happy anniversary breakfast. Wouldn't we just love to open that box and see what's inside? So there it is.
You're going for the box. I'm going for the bottle. Okay. We've seen such beautiful floral displays, but we have a lot of people who are going to come in for refreshments. And while anybody can toss out a tray of cookies, oh no, not Nancy Shepard. Nancy is our hospitality chairperson, and I will tell you, every meeting we go to, we see not just a display of refreshments, but a beautiful and a garden-themed display. You've outdone yourself today, though, I have to say.
Thank you. I love doing it, and it just makes it fun. I mean, I like to decorate, and someone had handed me this little empty garden basket, and I thought, oh, I can make that for a nice napkin holder for the garden club. How pretty. Easy. So little things. I have a lot of items that I use, but it's worth it. I have so much fun doing it every month. I love it. I wouldn't give it up.
You're like our official garden club party planner.
I am. I know. I love it. So it's in everything. We have so many great volunteers, and Jean's my helper over there. She comes every meeting too, and yeah, it's just nice. I like to make it look pretty.
I think everybody enjoys it. Yeah. Everybody likes coming in. Every month, all of our membership does contribute, but we have a theme every month.
Yes, I do themes every month, and everyone does come up and say how beautiful it is, which is really nice because, it's not really a lot of work for me, but they love it, and I'm glad to get the responses.
And it really makes the garden tour an extra special event. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. Hope everyone enjoys the tour.
We're here at the Hummingbird and Butterfly Garden. This is maintained by our Avant gardeners, and all of the funds that they collected from the garden tour benefit for the care of this beautiful amenity. What a perfect ending to our show. But let's find out more about this garden. We are here in the Hummingbird Garden with a person who is involved. We've already given her congratulations for a successful garden tour, Debbie Height. Debbie, we're standing in front of a part of the garden where maybe we would see flowers, but this is something that I think is important. We don't just come here for pretty, we come here to learn. Tell us about what's going on as a part of this evolving hummingbird garden.
So the word evolving is really important. I'm glad you used that, Georgia, because it is. Those of you who frequent the garden frequently say, well, it looks different every time that we come, which is true. So we are in the upper garden at the trellis here, where usually we see the passion flower vine. And about 3 weeks ago, it was laden with beautiful blooms, those lovely bluish purple blooms of the passion flowers. But of course, this is the host plant for the Gulf fritillary butterfly. So the next time that we came for a work session, we saw tons of caterpillars munching away, munching, and getting bigger by the day. And then the next time we came, the leaves were mostly all eaten. And if you have a look, you'll see it's just the stems primarily, and down to the roots. It will come back. There will be more Gulf fritillaries laying eggs, and the cycle will continue. But this is something that we haven't experienced quite this early in the season. In the fall, we would expect that. But not now. So hopefully those caterpillars have developed into chrysalises, and maybe they're hidden around here, or maybe some of those caterpillars got eaten by a hungry bird or a lizard. But this is also gardening here in the Hummingbird Butterfly Garden.
And you're really encouraging nature and helping us to learn that. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, you've done so much work in this garden. We were here, a few months ago, and we were watching, we were just still laying all the path here. What are some of your other showstoppers or ways that we should understand this when we walk in to this beautiful amenity?
Well, it's important to have a mix of not only flowers, but of foliage interests. And I want to point out here this very interesting plant, which is the rattlesnake master.
Whoa, what a name!
Yeah, maybe we need some copperhead masters, but this plant is the rattlesnake master. Very interesting flower. Those will open up to delicate white umbels of flowers, so I don't know why it's called rattlesnake master. There's probably a story through tradition with that. But you see what a contrast that is with the other leaf types and flower heads. So that's really important in your garden, having that variety. and it's often overlooked here.
And of course, you've already labeled your plants so that we can learn from that. And we're looking at a native plant. We encourage those.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it is deer resistant. So on our labels now in the bottom right hand corner, if a plant is deer resistant, we put DR. DR. Doesn't mean do not remove, although that's part of it, but DR is deer resistant. So that's noteworthy.
And we all hope that those deer are reading those signs.
Yeah. If they're hungry enough, they'll eat anything.
I think we're finding that out.
Yes, that's right.
Every
that's
gardener has found that out.
That's
And
right.
I just say, I hope they enjoyed.
That's right. Thanks. Thanks.
Now, we always remind everybody that the funds collected today from this beautiful garden tour that you have successfully coordinated do come to manage this garden, correct?
That's absolutely right. And since the tour is every other year, those funds need to last us for 2 years here. We've had great support from the Community Association, who picked up the tab for the gravel and the labor to redo this path to the tune of $4,000. But there are expenses here. We've had to replace a lot of plants, and we can move up into what has become a shade garden, what used to be sunshine, but because of the big live oak now, the growth, it's now a shade garden. So we're adapting plants to that space, just like you might do at home if you remove a tree or neighbors change their landscape.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. But again, you give us inspiration for this. Let's remind everybody, too, that while, these funds are important to collect, the community has contributed, but truly, this is like this because of the sweat equity. And you're part of the team that's out here. How often do you all come out?
Right, and ain't no dollar amount that can reimburse us for all that. I can tell you that right now. So we have 4 teams. There are 4 of us team leaders, of which I'm one. We work the first and third Wednesday morning of each month and the second and fourth Thursday. And we like to have people sign up for a team. You don't have to come all 4 times, but many times people will come when they're available. We all have busy schedules. We welcome volunteers. We need more volunteers. When you're out here getting hot, dirty, and there's only 3 of you, it's nice when people come by. Thank you for all your hard work. And we think, okay.
Pick a weed.
Okay. The Garden Club, the Avant Gardeners Club, has many, many, many members. We're going towards 500 again. Surely people can come forward and lend a hand here. You learn a lot. It's a very uplifting environment. What more could you want? Butterflies and birds and other pollinators. And when we are dividing or moving things, there's a good chance you're going to go home with a start of a plant that you can use in your garden. So what's not to like?
That, I think, is the theme of this entire show. What's not to like? There's a lot to love. Thanks to our Avant gardeners. Thank you again, Debbie. You've worked
Georgia.
very, very hard.
Thank you.